So right before I started recording, I heard a spider down here. And I think I'm too far away from my spider farm, which is way over here for it to be that. Because you have to be only 16 blocks away from this thing to have it active. So I'm pretty sure there's a cave underneath here. So I want to go ahead and get that lit up if I can. No sense in having extra mobs roaming around. So when I came down here, I heard it. So I'm just going to dig a little bit and see what I can find here. Probably don't want to go too far away from here because, I mean, I heard it when I came down. I want to stay pretty close. Okay, well maybe there isn't then. Huh. Okay. He sounded pretty... Oh, here we go. Is there already light down here? Have I been here? Okay, what's going on? Okay, yep, definitely a cave under here. But this is interesting. It's this close to the iron farm, but there's no golems spawning down here. So I guess it's far enough away from the villagers. Yeah, here we go. Let's light this up. No need to have extra... Whoa. Extra mobs roaming around. Let me get my shield on. I hear a skeleton as well. Oh, I missed him. Oh, there's two of them. Welcome, everybody. I hope you've been doing well. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I hope you stick around. My name is MC Oda, and this is my Longplay series where it's just me playing Minecraft, the way I play Minecraft. No restrictions, nothing weird, just me and Minecraft for a couple of hours. And I hope... Oh! This is the big hole that we covered up last episode. Okay, that's what this is. I've never actually explored down here, and I don't know that I want to right now. Boy, I'm not doing very good on the arrow shots. Okay. Okay, there's a lot of mobs down there. We can explore that later. I just heard that spider, and I figured there was probably a cave down here that needed lit up. Litten up, there you go. New words. I'm inventing new words. Let's see. All right, let's get on out of here. Let's fix our floor a little bit here. All right. Well, last episode... You know what? Oh, that cobblestone... Whatever. I was going to say, no, that doesn't match the beautiful cobblestone wall. I'm still here. Oh, the zombie I'm hearing now is probably the one that's up there, scaring the villagers. Okay. Well, last episode I was talking a lot about making a library, and I got this far on it. Kind of an idea. So it's basically this is gonna be the floor of the library. I'm gonna have 3 rows of 6 benches each, so 18 benches all total, which should be pretty much all of the books that I want to enchant all of my stuff with. And the villager is going to stand in each one of these, and there is a nice little honey block down here where once I get the villager in here, he won't be able to jump out. So I'm going to work on that some more today. I had a couple really good suggestions. Actually, before I get too far into this... Oh yeah, this is all stuff I was using last episode. Had some nice suggestions for the underside of this, and there's one I want to try, which was some stripped warped logs kind of going that way, and the ends of them might stick out a little bit, which might look kind of neat, and we'll maybe put a button on them or something. Maybe a jungle wood button just to kind of get that look going through it. So we'll try that and see how that looks. I got jungle buttons. Awesome. And what did I just say? Warped. Let's see. Yeah, let's give that a try. Do I have... I probably need... I got junk blocks. I can just use junk blocks to pillar up. Alright, looks like it's getting ready to be nighttime. So maybe what I'm thinking is if we put them like right where these poles attach, right? So here, here, and over there. We'll give this a shot, see how that looks. I should have left one up there to target for this first. I'll probably strip these. I'll have to fix the ones on the other end to make sure they're pointing the right direction. And I'm going to sleep in just a second here. Don't you worry. Okay. Let's go ahead and sleep so we can all see what's going on and my villagers are nice and safe. All right. So let's get around the other side and fix these ones on the end here. Get them facing the right way. Okay. And we'll go ahead and strip those. Oh, that is nice. That, you know, it's the same, obviously the same kind of color palette, but it actually does contrast well with those stairs. It's a little bit lighter. That's really cool. Makes it a little bit more obvious. It doesn't completely... Ooh, I like that a lot. Ooh. That's really nice. I like that a lot. That was a great suggestion. Great suggestion. So let's get up here and, well, first of all, the buttons on top will make them spawn-proof. So we'll do that, and that'll kind of be like it's nailed into the pole that's coming up underneath it. We'll do that. And since we got them, well, actually I don't have enough of them. Do I have any more jungle planks? I'm going to run back for one jungle plank. Okay, because I need one more button. I was going to put some on the, well, here. I'll just get the jungle plank. I'm going to put them on the front sides too, just so you can have that color is a little bit more visible from this angle. All right. You can probably hear a neighbor just came home. Sorry about that. So one thing I noticed is like sometimes it doesn't come through if I'm not talking, but then whenever I start talking, that it like basically opens the sound gate on the microphone, and then you can hear it in the background as I'm speaking. So, but nothing you can do about that. That's just life. That's just living with other people around. All right. Let's take a wider look at that and see how that looks. Hey, I'm liking that. Very nice. Yeah, that's really cool. That was a great suggestion. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Had some fun suggestions with the library too, which I think I'm going to implement some of those. So that's really cool. Let me just put some of this away. Oh, I was using some of this jungle just as junk blocks over here just to like get my shapes and stuff. Yeah, chiseled bookshelves. So chiseled bookshelves, it'll help break up that this one text, this one design. It'll also break up this just the oak plank texture on the top here, because the chiseled have a different texture. And it'll be functional, so if I trade, like if I come here and trade with the mending villager and I go ahead and get like 2 or 3, I can just stick them in the bookshelf right here. Excuse me, and I don't have to worry about extra chests and barrels and things to store books in. So I'm going to be working on that. And there was a great suggestion, which actually just came in recently, like today or yesterday, was candles, of course. We got our bees. We got our spider farm over there under the ground, so I can actually make candles to put here on their desks as well as other types of decorations. So I think the candles look really nice, and we can make them different colors and stuff and really spice things up a bit. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and somebody pointed out that there was accidentally... I kind of keep getting mixed up on where all of my plants are. Yes, I put leaf litter. This is like my farmable plants box. This is more of my decorative plants box. There we go. Kind of decorative and miscellaneous. This is like flower. Oh, and there's flowers. Oh my gosh, the leaf litter was in every single one of those. You know, I have enough chests. I probably should just spread them out a little bit, but yeah, it's all good. It's just me here. Let's see. So one thing I am going to have to do is, as I'm building this, I want the floor to have this red carpet on it. Not just in the square where these guys will stand, but I'm going to want it like on the floor. So obviously, like this block will have to be just a wool block, but then carpet, you know, maybe carpet in these little aisleways. So I'm going to need a decent amount of wool, probably most of it red, because I'm liking the idea of the red carpet. It kind of matches the base of that lectern right there, right? So if we have a lectern sitting, that red carpet just kind of matches that. It's got a nice look to it. So we do have a few sheep on our property, so maybe I should look at wrangling them up, maybe putting them in a little fence, and dyeing them red, and starting an actual farm with those. Let's see. The only shears I have is that one. Oh, you know, we've got iron. We got plenty of iron now, so I can just go ahead and make shears. There we go, and we'll grab a couple of... We have leads. I'm sure we have leads in here. Yeah, we have leads. And I'll grab some wheat just to keep them interested in me, which should be in here. All right, let's go find the sheep that are on our property. Yeah, see, these guys, they're going to enjoy not having to be all clustered in this one little building together. And I'm thinking once I take them away, as I take these guys away, I'll like break these beds and let them realize that they don't have beds. So then once I take them over there, they should pretty much be like detached from this village. And then once I like place the beds back down, I'll then have room to you know, start breeding more villagers and stuff to replace them. So hopefully that will all work. And we're looking for sheep. I know I have some sheep, and I know it's more than just this one. So let's find the other ones. Come on, little buddy. All right, let's see if there's some more over this way. Yep, there's at least one over here, so we have at least two. That's good. Let's go ahead and get them somewhere over here for a moment, and then we'll go see if there's any others. Here we go. You guys just hang out here. We'll go ahead and make another one. You can go tied up as well. Okay. And actually, I might as well go ahead and make you all red now so I don't have to waste dyeing too many different sheep. There we go. All right, and that might have been all of them. That might have been all of them. I believe I saw that last time we had less sheep in the... Oh! Well, there you go. Okay, we'll have to get you guys in a pen. Come back. Come back. There we go. I didn't even think about that. The new mechanic is you can use your shears to take the leads off. Here's our wool box. We'll go ahead and throw some of that up here. We have gunpowder. Goes in here. And we'll hold on to this wheat for now. Even if there are some more sheep in here, that's fine. We've got enough for now that we can breed. So let's go ahead and make a little pen for them so that they can, so I can shear them without setting them free. Okay. We got some oak fence. We'll probably want a few more of those. And I don't have any sticks. Really? Seems like eventually you end up with quite a few sticks with like cutting down trees and stuff. Let's see. Oak fences. Oh yeah, that's enough. All right, and do we have a gate made yet? Any gates? Any gates? No gates. We'll make a birch gate. Nope, we guess we won't. We'll make a jungle gate. There we go. Okay. All right. I like to make my gate a different color than the rest of the fence just because makes it easier to find. It doesn't just blend in with everything else. All right. Well, we'll just put a temporary sheep farm over here by the ghast. Okay, I know I just realized I made that odd on one side and even on the other, but that's okay. No biggie, and I will, of course, mark the gate with that. And let's sleep and get those sheep moved over into their new temporary home. Eventually, I'll make an actual proper sheep farm. But for now, I don't want to, I would like to get some progress on this library since I pretty much spent my entire last episode distracted. So I would like to get some progress done. I know I'm not going to finish it because I'm not even sure how the actual building is going to look yet. But I'll hopefully try to get the interior all set up the way I want it. And come on in, come on in, come on, come on. Boy, he's really fighting me. There we go. Okay. I'll have to remember to come by here every now and then and shear those guys. Since I don't have anything automatic set up yet. Okay, great. All right. I don't need these poppies. Let's get rid of those. There we go. Chisel bookshelves. Chisel bookshelves. What is the recipe for chisel bookshelves? That is one that I have not committed to memory. Okay, it's like bookshelves, but with slabs instead of books in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to need a decent amount of wood to make a decent amount of these bookshelves. That's actually nice because it's going to be a lot less actual books to burn up on decorative blocks. So let's go ahead and we'll chop down these jungle trees here. They look ripe for the picking, and that'll give us some plenty of wood to start making those out of. Let's see. It's funny, I really can't really have a hard time like speaking while thinking about the simplest things, like where to put stuff in a chest. Work was a bit easier this week. It wasn't quite as crazy as last week. And luckily the heat here has calmed down a bit from last week. That crazy heat wave it kind of broke, and now we're back to just our normal July temperatures here in the sunny south. So still nice and toasty, but not roasty. Toasty, not roasty. How many saplings? Hopefully I got... Oh, see, I only got 2. That's one thing about jungle trees is sometimes you don't get your 4 saplings back out of them, which is a bit of a pain. And you know, maybe it's not common knowledge, but maybe it is. I remember mentioning it to a friend and they didn't realize it. But, like, not every tree drops saplings at the same rate. Like, oak drops saplings, a lot more saplings, you know, like, each leaf block has a better chance to drop a sapling than, like, a spruce tree or a jungle tree. So, you know, even if, like, you know, they were the same amount of leaves, you would get less saplings out of, like, a jungle tree. Which just makes it even harder because you need 4. Well, you don't need 4 to grow a jungle tree. You can grow them with 1. But, like, dark oaks, you need 4. So, like, if you grow a dark oak with your only 4 saplings and it doesn't give you 4 back, you're kind of, you know, you're kind of short of saplings there. You need to go find another tree. So I always worry whenever I come out and harvest trees like this that I'm not going to get enough saplings to replant them. But, I mean, I have some over in the chest over there. Oh, did our baby grow up already? Wow, it has not been 20 minutes since I fed them. I've only been recording for 21 minutes, and I did not get him within the first minute of hitting record. I'm really confused by, like, they should take 20 minutes to grow up, right? That's really confusing to me. I mean, I ain't complaining, but whenever a game mechanic doesn't work the way you expect it, it's just, hey, yay, I got 10 out of both of those trees, so that's perfect. Whenever something works unexpectedly like that, you gotta wonder why. Like, what was so special? Did I accidentally, like, feed him an extra wheat or something and boost him towards adulthood or something? I don't know. Did they change it? I don't think they changed it. That's been like a staple since, like, forever. Huh. Anyway, let's see. Let's get some of this put back. We were making chiseled shells is what we were making. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, fair enough. We're going to make a lot of these things. Boom. We just made a ton of them. Well, with 18 desks, that's enough for almost 2 on each desk. That's actually, that was almost a perfect number of those. In fact, I can make a couple of logs. So I'm actually wondering if I do, like, I'm almost thinking the desks themselves just straight up get the chiseled bookshelves. And then the normal bookshelves like that can be used kind of in the walls and stuff, you know, because of course they're going to be in the library. There's going to be like little bookshelves around the walls and stuff and helping to make up that interior. So maybe I'll just use those types of bookshelves for more decorative on the wall instead. Look at that. So half of that's, oh, two more. Boom, look at that. So now every desk can have 2 of those. That's pretty cool. Let's see what that looks like up here with the rest of these materials. So I'm leaning towards oak for the floor, only because, like, when you look at this, I love that look of the oak with the red. I think that's just a really nice combination. So I'm thinking about making the floor oak. So getting the oak out of these is going to be pretty awesome. All right. Let's see how they look. Now it's the same-ish color palette. It's a little bit lighter, but it's actually pretty much the same color palette, isn't it? It's just a different texture. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna go with these. I'm definitely gonna go with these. Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, that's going to work. That's going to work out just fine. Once I get decorative things on here, and we got a sign here. The sign can be a different color just to break it up a little bit. Maybe the sign can be spruce to help pull in that color onto this side. The sign that has their book names on them. And then once we get, like, and what I can do is I can come in and I can put, like, blank books in these. And then say, like, when I enchant them, I move them over here. So we can even use this to store other books as well. Yeah, I think that's going to work out really well. I think that's going to look really, really nice. Let's just go ahead and grab a spruce sign just to see if that is going to look nice. All right. Oh, yeah, okay, you can just... No, you do have to right-click, okay. Yeah, that'll look good, and that'll... Oh, that's right, I got... There we go, I got that. There we go. So if this says, like, mending... Yeah, that'll be great. I think that'll be great. And I could even, like, use the glow ink and some dye and make those different color, make them stand out a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's going to look pretty cool, and we'll have... Again, we'll have some books in those bookshelves too. I think that's going to look really, really nice. I kind of wish... I wish this transition wasn't so stark. I want to use these for the backside, but this feels too stark of a contrast against that. I almost wonder if I could use, or if I should use this jungle. Now remember, the floor is going to be oak. Gotta remember, the floor is going to be oak. I wonder if I can actually use this as a transition between the oak and the spruce, or is that going to look even more out of place? And you know what? Just to make sure that our vision is not clouded here, let's go ahead and get some oak underneath here so we can just kind of see what that will actually look like. Ah. And we might as well just complete the circuit over here. And ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Okay. Okay, let me sleep. And get this rain away. All right, let's see what that looks like. I'm not really liking the jungle there. Oh. Oh, I just did the double jump thinking I had my elytra on and I could fly under there and get those blocks. Are there any trapdoors on me? Oh, there's one right here. Give me a trapdoor. There we go. That's how you get these. All right. I'm not loving the jungle against those because it pulls in that kind of pinkish color. That kind of almost like a pinkish and then terracotta color without... Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that as much. I think it does smooth out the transition. And saying transaction smooths out the transaction. The transition, it does smooth out that transition a bit, but I'm thinking I just need to keep the wood tones in there and not that weird kind of pinkish terracotta looking tone. Yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. I could dress up. Oh, you know. Huh. Let me try something here. First of all, I don't know why I put these away. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't know if red... God, these things are so expensive, aren't they? Oh my gosh, that was like half of my wool. That was more than half of my wool. 2/3 of my wool. Those are really crazy expensive. It helps to kind of break up that oak on oak right there. Ooh, maybe if these were brown, and then the brown would help with that. Yeah, let's try that. We should have brown. We have jungle trees. Let's see. Do I have cocoa beans in here? No. Did I go to a jungle and not get cocoa beans? What's wrong with me? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. What? What? Alright, guys, we're going on an adventure. We're going on an adventure. I think I want to do brown banners on the side to help with that transition from the oak to the spruce. I think in my head that's going to look... No! Gosh, you stinker. Do I have wheat? Okay, I have wheat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come back. I need to get these guys breeding up too while I'm in here. Here you go. Hey! You're not a shepherd. Go. There you go. Okay. Where was that jungle? Where did I get these jungle trees from? You know, I do have a map in this game. Let's use it. Where was that jungle? I didn't explore too terribly far. Was it like over? I didn't buy these from a villager, did I? These jungle trees? I mean, that would have been early in the season. I've had these things for a while. Guys, I don't think we actually found a jungle. I must have... Could I have bought 4 of them from a villager? Or from a wandering trader, I mean? Was I saying villager? Are those... Those are jungle trees. Are those jungle trees? I think those are jungle trees, looking at the tops, the shapes of them. Is that our jungle? I think it is. Okay. So what's that? That is, oh gosh. Hold on. Where are we? Where's our home? We're here. So that's like northeast from here. Behind this other village. I think I looked at that village when we were looking in the swamp. Okay. So I don't think that's where we got these trees from, because I don't think we've been there. I think that was open. Anyway, let's go there. Enough bloody blah. Let's just go there and see if those actually are jungle trees, like I believe they are, and get us some cocoa beans. You know what we could do, just because it's fun? I need to do something to be able to... So I put those here. First of all, one of them is, I think, is all I need to keep him in. But villagers were walking up in here, and then they would kind of walk next to him and make him like flip floppy, like he's doing right there. So I have fenced that off to keep them away. Hey, buddy. Oh, I need to fix that. Well, if you're familiar with my channel, I have a co-op game, 2-player game, where I'm playing with my friend Zinkberg, and we did one of these, except this was my first attempt. So my second attempt was on that server, and these were glass, and the walls were, all of it was walls. It was walls and glass, basically, so nothing that I could suffocate on. So let's just take a nice casual ghast ride over to what I'm presuming is a jungle. This is probably not a great idea, because I think the distance is probably more than I probably should be flying over on a ghast, because these guys are not very fast. Me and Zink were testing things out, and it looked like they're actually not even as fast as walking speed. In fact, yeah, I have that mod on here. I'm not gonna bother. We did a little foot race, and the person walking was outpacing the ghast. Have our nice little bees over here. Hello, bees. We don't need you because we have plenty. Oh, is that? No, that looks like that's a swamp tree. Well, hopefully it won't be terribly far. Let's see. You know what? This is going to be terribly far. We're only that far and it's way out there. This is going to take too long on a ghast. This is not what ghasts are meant for. Okay, let's just put him back in the garage. But at least we got to fly him, so. I think he's going to find a lot more use once we're actually building, and like once we start building taller structures. I think this ghast is going to be much more useful for us. So he's pretty much going to be a background decoration for quite some time until he can prove a little more useful. And as we learn, we can use them to cart around like villagers and stuff, but that would be really hard single player because you can't see below, right? So you can't tell. Like if you have a villager in a boat and you're by yourself, you can't really see where you need to go. So I don't know that I'll be able to use them for that. Or at least not for anything precision. I could like use it to pick up villagers and move them from like one side of the city to the other if I wanted to. The city. I'm calling this thing a city. This is far cry from a city. All right, let's get in here and then hurt ourselves on the roof a little bit. Oh, can I not get through that? Oh, he wasn't all the way down. Oh boy, maybe if I do this and like back him in. Turn him around. Okay, I really need to fix this farm, or not farm, the gas station. Love that name. We'll fix this later. Let's go ahead and get to that, hopefully, jungle. Let's grab a boat, because it looked like there was a decent amount of water leading up that direction. So that might speed things up a little bit. All right. There we go. This will help. We'll get there a lot faster this way. I'm happy to say that I think I have convinced the wasps that they don't need to be on my front porch. I've only found one more. And I don't even know if that one was trying to make a nest. I think it might have just been scoping out, and but I actually saw him and got rid of him. So hopefully, and it could also be that, you know, maybe it's something with like seasons and stuff, and maybe they're kind of like towards the end of their nest building cycle, part of their life cycles, seasonal cycles. I don't know. Could be something like that going on as well, which maybe that would prevent them from. Have we seen that one before? Have we explored this this ruin portal? Let's check it out while we're over here. It's funny though, because like I put a little, like a little, not a table. It's a table, but it also kind of looks like a eating tray. Like if you wanted to eat, like if you wanted to eat in the living room, you would put like a little tray. It's got like little. It's not like the folding. Anyway, I got this little thing. That's how I use it. I use it like a little eating tray if I want to eat in the living room. But I put that by the front door, and I have a can of wasp spray on the front door. So every time I go out the front door, I just, okay, we've already been here. Yeah, I think we've been here, and we got the crying obsidian out of it. Okay, fair enough. I keep the can of wasp spray on that little table right by the front door. So now every time I go to like leave, or if I'm gonna go like check the mail or whatever, I'll pick up that can as I'm leaving. Okay, we're not even halfway there yet. Okay, just in case, and I'll do a quick little inspection of my front porch on my way out so that I can knock down any wasps that are starting to think about moving in. It's funny, I've never really had this problem before. I mean, I've had this house that I'm in now, I've probably been in here for, well, it was Christmas. It was December 2020. Yeah, because it was right at, like I was house shopping right at the height of like, COVID and the masks and everything. Because I remember like, going to see houses and me and the realtor, we had our masks and everything. Yeah, so I've been in this house for 4.5 years. And I haven't had this wasp problem before on the front porch. At least not that I'm aware of. I don't remember seeing any. So, don't know why they suddenly all showed up this year. Hey, village. Now, is this the village that we already saw? I think this might be the village. Have we been here? I think so. I think this is the village that we saw when we were coming back from the swamp. Look at this flower bed. It's so goofy when the villages get like on that broken land like that. Just silly things can happen. Okay, where are we at? So it should be, hopefully, if that really is a jungle, it's over this way. Let's hope that that is what that is, and that I'm not just misidentifying something. Looked like jungle trees. I think I saw one. Yeah, okay, great. So we should be able to get some cocoa beans while we're over here, and I don't know if we have, oh, never mind. I was about to say, I don't know if we have melons yet. I have a whole melon farm. Of course we have melons already. Oh, look, and this one has bamboo. Like, if I didn't have bamboo yet, look at that. It has like one stalk of bamboo. Okay, there's another one over there. All right, great. Let's get us some cocoa beans. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, okay. Where are the cocoa pods? Ah, there we go. Okay. Whew. I was gonna say, is there like a type of? Oh, look at that one grew to maturity right before I smacked it with my axe. That was really cool. I don't know if you noticed that. I had a board game for a while that I played a couple times with some friends. It was called Cacao, or Cocoa, Cacao, and it was all about it's like you had to make like your little cacao farm and harvest your little cacao pods, and you have to water things and stuff. We have those types of trees already, right? I believe so. Yeah. It was fun. Let's see. It was kind of like you like place tiles. Like if you've ever played like something like Carcassonne, where you pick up the square. Oh, that's right. They have the different color pigs and stuff over here. Me and Zink were joking that his back looks like a nice strip of bacon. Like nice brown on the edges, a little strip of fat in the middle. But yeah, kind of like that Carcassonne, if you like that. If you like board games, it's like you draw tiles and you place them And I mean, the game doesn't play like Carcassonne. It's just, physically it looks like with those square tiles and stuff. And you place them in certain ways to grow your little farms and your cocoa beans and everything. It was fun. Okay, I think we got everything we need from here. So let's head back home. We got 21. That's enough to make a few brown dyes, and we can plant some of these to make sure we have plenty in the future. Oh, look at that, an actual brown sheep right here. Hello. Thank you. So I don't know if any of you are into board games, or card games or anything like that, like tabletop games instead of just video games. I grew up with a family who played cards. So like my parents played cards. They always had like their friends over to play card games. So it's always been like, ever since I was a little child, just like the kitchen full of adults playing cards, and and us sitting at the table sometimes and watching them, and that's always been like a thing. So when my family gets together, we don't play so many card games anymore, but we do play board games, which means I have to like remember to bring them over and stuff. But yeah, we're always very much a table game playing kind of family. Just a way to pass time and enjoy each other's company without just staring at each other, not knowing what to talk about because you've talked about everything. So I've always been a game player since I was a wee child, and so naturally board games. I play a lot of board games and stuff with friends and family, but for a while there, like board gaming, like as a hobby, is where the heck am I? Okay, I'm still going the right way. Board gaming as a hobby is like a huge thing, and if you get sucked into that, man, you can drop a lot of money on board games. Like, it's not just $20 Monopoly from Walmart. You're talking like these Euro games and stuff that can be like $50, $60 just for like the base game, and then there's expansions, and it can become a very expensive hobby, and it's one of those things where like once you start doing it, you start seeing more games. You're like, oh, I want to try that game. I want to try that game. I just want to try that game. And before you know it, you got shelves and shelves full of board games, some of which are still in the shrink wrap and never played. It can become one of those hobbies if you're not careful. But I very much had gotten like that for a while. I tend to do that when I get into a hobby. I kind of go all in, and so I kind of. Oh, I just heard a spider. So I kind of got into board games for several years, and kind of grew quite a bit of a board game collection. I have since whittled those down to the few that I actually will bring over to like family and stuff. A couple party games to bring to friend get-togethers and stuff. If there's less like game playing people, but it's fun. It's fun. If you enjoy that thing, you can find a lot of really, really fun, clever games out there. We should be getting. Yep, that's my home jungle tree. That's my beacon to get home. Is my jungle tree. Excellent. All right, all that work for some cocoa beans. Okay. It's kind of funny. You think you're going back the same way, but you're kind of not. Yeah, eventually I'm going to have to work on this problem where when I come from this way, I have no way to get back home. Oh, teasing the horse with my golden carrots. All right, let's walk around our makeshift wall here. Probably would have been quicker just to go through the wall. if you are into board games, you should let me know which ones are some of your favorites that you like to play with your loved ones and your friends. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. I've played quite a few. I definitely have some of my own personal favorites. There's definitely some favorites that, like, you know, like I know if I'm going over to like meet with these friends, there's certain games I bring. If I'm going to go with family, I know there's certain games to bring. I'd love to hear if you're into that, which ones you enjoy the most. That'd be pretty cool to hear. Oh, you know what? We can for now we can just plant cocoa plants on our gas station. There we go. Until I fix you, you're gonna grow pods. There we go. We're going to. So let me do 2 of these as brown. We'll go ahead and start getting some brown right away. And I'm going to breed the 2 brown ones. Okay. All right. Excellent. Now, do I have enough? Okay, I do have enough brown to make 1 single banner. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make that brown banner. Let's just see what this is going to look like. All of that just to see if this is going to look nice over here. See, I'm trying to decide how things are going to look before I start building all of them. That's what I'm doing here. That looks pretty nice, I think. Because again, I'm probably going to have a carpet, right? So I'll have, you know. Oh, I wonder. Okay. Oh, you know what? These are going to occupy the same block, I believe. Okay. So in this case, this one will have to be a wool block, right? But you can kind of make up for that and just kind of randomly disperse wool blocks just to make it look like it's more of an intentional. Hey, no, hey, we're not having that again. You, this guy. Last episode, he kept coming over and he was so interested in what I was doing here. You go back. But yeah, so if you want to do something like this and you have to sync one in, what you can then do is say, for example, because we're going to have one there as well, but then you kind of stick another random one here. So now it doesn't look quite as obvious that like they're just to make that clear. You kind of have some random ones here and there just to kind of make it look like, okay, it's just kind of a texturing thing. So that's a way to handle that weird kind of when you have to do something like that. See, because here I'm going to have to do the same thing if I want the carpet to come to their... Well, if I do that, there's going to be so much carpet on this thing. Yeah, because like the next bench is going to start right here. Like the next bench. I saw that. I thought that was that villager's head. I saw that and I thought that was him like standing right there. Right, because the next one's going to be right here. So, see, okay. You really want to be a librarian. You probably will be a librarian eventually, but we gotta just chill out with that for now, man. Just go, stay with your friends. Make sure you like know where your bed is and everything. Stay out of danger. So anyway, I'm not sure if the carpet's really going to be able to come up to their desk and have it look okay. Unless we did it like this, where the carpet kind of goes like that, so you still do get some of that oak showing. I don't think I want to put an extra. If I were to put an extra block between each one of these, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would make this building 5 blocks longer. But I could do something like this, where then the next one, instead of being right there, is right here, right? And then you have at least a little bit more of the wood, so you get the carpet for them to walk here and then walk into their workstation, right? I mean, visually, they're not going to leave the workstation. It also kind of gives you another spot. You can kind of do a sunken in one, right, for texturing and stuff. That'll give a little bit more space in between them. And again, that'll make it 5 blocks longer. It's not bad if I say go like 1, 2. And again, this wall doesn't have to be exactly right here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would put this one here. If we kept the front, I think we want to keep the front where it is. Because already, boy, this guy yearns for the library, doesn't he? He's bringing his friends too. Did I put another thing up here? Or is he just exploring? He's just exploring. Okay, fair enough. I mean, have at it, man. Have at it. I'm not going to restrict you. But here we go. So that would put the back of the building here. And, you know, that might actually make this, so that way there's kind of an odd number between the benches, which might make the wall building a little better. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I've convinced myself now. So just to kind of get a feel for how that's going to be now, there's going to be 3 instead of 2. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, boy, oh, boy. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll start the next one here. And then 1, 2, 3, next one here. 1, 2, 3, next one here. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I think that works. That's going to look a little bit nicer. This will look more like an actual rug on a floor because we'll have a little bit more of that wood exposed. And the front is left, and this front is left clear so that when we put the sign on the front of here, it doesn't interfere. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm just going to redo these just so that I can kind of keep that visual and keep the size right in my head. Okay. And let's try to retrieve those blocks underneath there. No sense in losing them. No sense in losing them if we don't have to. Okay. So this is interesting. So you guys are really getting an insight into how I think when I'm building stuff. This is something that often is cut out because we've talked about this before, right? Like in a regular series, I would cut that out, cut stuff like these thoughts and decisions out because of, well, time, because you're trying to make, you know, more of a 30 to 40 minute long video, and then also just, you know, because sometimes I think it could get boring. Of course, I know, like, you're watching long plays, you're not worried about the boringness aspect, but for a more standard kind of let's play video, you would do a lot of that thinking off camera, and you would kind of just do a little bit on camera and then show off your build, right? So you guys are really getting a glimpse on how I approach builds. So yeah, okay. I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna be really nice. And already it doesn't feel like it's too big. Like at first when I moved that first one down, it felt like, oh man, that's getting huge. Doesn't feel too bad. I think it's going to be nice. And again, this wall can move. This wall is not a permanent structure. Boy, he still is really, really interested in this side of town. Good on you, man. Good on you. You're an explorer. It also makes me wonder if, like, once I have this established, I'm going to bring actual librarians over, and they will attach to the workstations. So it's not like we're going to have workstations that are just, oh, look at that. He ate right as I was shearing him. We're not going to have workstations that are unattended to drag them over. We're only going to put workstations over there once we have an actual librarian for it. So we will put the cocoa beans in there. Okay. Okay. All right, excellent. I don't really need those banners now. Where are the banners going to go? For right now, we'll just say it's like miscellaneous blocks. Okay. Yeah, that works. Ooh, ooh, hearing some thunder outside. We will have to make a more proper sheep farm. Like, hold up. Hold up. Okay. I made that baby 10 minutes ago, not 20 minutes ago. So are they really growing to adults in 10 minutes instead of... Or has it always been 10? No, it's supposed to be 20 minutes, right? It's 5-minute cooldown for breeding, and it's a 20-minute for them to grow to adult. So why are the sheep growing to adult in 10 minutes? Did they change it? I mean, obviously, they changed something. That's pretty cool. That's good to know. Let's go ahead and make another red one. Let's get you two together, and then we'll make another brown one. Get you two together. Okay. I wonder if they change that with other mobs too. I'm gonna have to look that up. If any of you guys know, let me know. That's pretty awesome. Because I literally, like, I looked over at what the recording time was whenever I bred that last one, and it looks like only 10 minutes had passed. Actually, it was 11 minutes had passed, but he was already an adult. So I assume he probably switched over at the 10-minute mark. Huh. And this is the thing, like, I can't stop, like, coming in here and shearing the few that have eaten. Okay. I just know that, like, how many of those brown wools I'm going to need if I'm going to need basically 12 wools per desk. Right? That's going to end up being a lot. Oh boy, I do hear that thunder rolling out there. We get these weird, like, I don't know, I call them like heat storms or pop-up storms or whatever here, where, you know, middle of the summer like this, you'll have these scorching hot days, and then you'll have this pop-up storm. You'll hear the thunder coming, and it'll just dump rain for like 15 minutes. And then it'll go away, and it just turns everything into a steam bath. But that is kind of what's, I think, is getting ready to go on outside. Yeah, I think that works. I think I like that brown there. I like that. It helps break up that oak color a little bit. And then, of course, we'll put the spruce sign on the door, on the workbench here. And this one already has a name on it because I have that mod. I think those are looking like pretty good workstations. And again, I mean, they'll have... Oop, can't jump out of that. They'll have decorations and stuff, you know, candles, the colored candles, and or lanterns. Maybe we'll switch them up. Some will have candles. Some will have them on one side or the other. Some will have lanterns. Maybe like potted plants here and there, like a sea pickle or something here and there, you know, just other little things you can put on desks just to break things up a little bit. Yeah, that's going to look really good. I think that's going to look good. Okay. Let's go with that. So let's start looking at getting some oak to make this. We're going to make the floor. So we'll get oak. We should probably go ahead and just dirt up underneath this. There's no reason to have this cavity under here. That's just going to make things annoying later if you're like trying to punch out holes in the floor and stuff. So we'll get some dirt to put underneath this floor. We'll get some oak to make the floor. And then we'll look at spruce and stuff that we need for these things. Okay, let's start working on that now. The oak trees. We don't have a whole lot of oak wood, but we do have oak saplings. Let me clear my inventory a little bit here since we're not going to need some of this at the right now. Let's see. And this right here, boy, this is going to be nice once the little golems are here. The copper golems. It'd be so nice to let them just do all of this sorting. I kind of like that idea. Jungle logs. Okay, this is good enough. I don't have to. Okay, oh, fences. I don't need those. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some oak trees. Let me get some more wool while I'm here. Every time I come by here, I need to remember to just hop in here and grab some wool. Alright, let's go ahead and get some oak trees going. We don't have a ton of oaks. Okay. Don't mess with my ghast, please. Hopefully you're far enough away. Even if you're a big oak tree, you shouldn't hurt my ghast. That's right, because whenever we started this little village, there were very few trees, right? Because this was technically a plain, so that's why we don't really have much oak. We haven't had to cut down many of them. So I just started playing a new game on my other channel. If you're unaware, I do have a second channel where I play a couple other non-Minecraft games, and I've just got a new one. It just came out the other day. It was called Tales of the Shire, and it's kind of like a cozy gardening type game, which I don't play a lot of those. Like I guess like people compare it to games like Stardew Valley and stuff. Like I don't play those games so much. Like I play Minecraft. That's about as gardening-y as I get. But it's really nice. I like the look of it. I like the feel of it and everything. And it looks like it's going to be fun. But I'm afraid the gameplay on that is going to get kind of boring. I'm afraid of that. I mean, we don't need a ton of oak. I mean, like, if I planted just that many, that would probably get me more than enough for now. We'll let them start growing. Of course, I could just go into the forest and start grabbing a few oak trees. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need to go crazy with. We don't need to do all this. Let's see. But yeah, it was fun. If that sounds interesting to you, it's fun. You know, you're a hobbit. You go around, and you meet the other hobbits. You forage for food ingredients. You learn how to fish. You can do stuff like plant garden beds, gardens, to grow food basically. And then the whole idea is then you find recipes and stuff, and then you grow food and you cook for your friends, and then you make friends by cooking more for them. You know, so it feels like it's going to be kind of a little bit of a loop of, like, you know, get ingredients, make food, invite them over, cook food. But for now, it seems like it seems pretty fun. Brand new game again. It literally just came out earlier this week, like midweek. Very new. Looks like it's kind of also one of those ones where there's like, now that I've watched a few videos about it, just to kind of get my feel for it and stuff before I started playing it. I think it's one of these ones that's like a lot of people are giving it really bad reviews because I guess it's just not what they expect, or maybe it's Lord of the Rings fans who want it to be more than what it is, or maybe some people who are saying it's not, it's even for the style of game as it is, it doesn't do it well. I don't know, but it just seems like there was a lot of like quote controversy over this, and I'm finding too many like game reviews where they're almost trying to like defend the game, like it's not as bad as you guys are saying, that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, drama. I just want to be a hobbit. I don't really need the drama. But yeah, I mean, everybody has valid points. I mean, but I mean, yeah. I mean, everyone's opinion is absolutely valid, 100% valid. So people who like it are valid, and people who don't like it are perfectly valid too. So, but it's just interesting that to see something, I'm like, oh wow, this looks really neat, and it's Lord of the Rings, this will be cool. And then all of a sudden, apparently, there's this like weird, massive controversy of opinions about it. It's just like, wow, okay, wasn't expecting all that to run into some weird, like, competing review drama. I don't know. It's just so weird. People can get people can have very strong opinions about the things that they enjoy, which is good. I have my own opinions about things that I enjoy. So, and if it's something you enjoy and it's not the way you want to enjoy it, it's easy to get a very strong negative opinion about it. Which, I mean, no one's immune to. I'm the same way, but I try to not let myself do that. Even though sometimes it's very difficult. I'm just going to get this out of the way so the leaves fall. I've been like a huge Star Wars fan my whole life, I grew up with the original movies. Saw the first one in the theater when I was a child still, and I remember the only two things I remember about watching in Star Wars in the theaters was I remember Darth Vader coming through the door in that opening scene, and I remember leaning up on my dad's shoulder and falling asleep. Because I was like a little kid, like kind of sit in his lap and then lean my head up on his shoulder and fall asleep. Those are my only two memories of seeing Star Wars in the theaters in the 70s. But yeah, being a huge Star Wars fan my whole life, and we had all the toys and everything. I grew up with those movies. We pretended we were Luke Skywalker and everything else, outside in the yard and everything. It's easy then to see like any of the newer movies from the prequels to the sequels and be like, that's not my Star Wars. They didn't do it right, and it's not the Star Wars I used to love. It's easy to do that. But it's kind of funny because when the prequels came out, I mean, I enjoyed watching them, but then after kind of the initial joy of them wore off, you kind of start criticizing them, right? And you're like, oh wow, this part of this wasn't so good, and this wasn't so good. And I found myself doing that. But then I also found that like my nieces and nephews were growing up with those movies. So for them, those movies is what Star Wars was. So for them, Star Wars was Anakin Skywalker and everyone else, right? So it's kind of funny, right? So they will now look back nostalgic on those movies And to them, that's Star Wars. And they would even say, like, the old ones, oh, those are the old ones, right? The ones that I grew up with, those are the old ones. So each generation has their own Star Wars now. That's great. Anyway. Oh, dang it. Okay, I need to stop putting that. Come on, man. Here. Sorry, I keep teasing you. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I'll be able to break this down into planks for lots of them. I'd need dirt to put up underneath all of this. Should have a ton of that over here. In fact, I think I've got a couple chests worth of it. We'll start with that. That should... Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, we'll hope that's enough. Every time I do something like this, it's always... it always takes more than I expect. Okay, I will replace all... it's gonna be under the floor. Should I just leave the netherrack there and not bother wasting dirt? You know what? I'll know that it's under there, and I'll know that it should be dirt. You know, maybe the netherrack would make for a good, like, a foundation block. Maybe I should keep it there. Yeah, strengthen the floor of the library. Okay, and I know the spacing now. So even, well, actually, once we get the floor, the next thing we're going to do is actually build all of our benches. So I don't need those anymore anyway. Get under there. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll make sure we take it out at least one more just to make sure. And we're probably going to be coming all the way up because I'm going to have a bit of a front to this building before you get into the benches, right? So we'll have a little bit of a foyer. A foyer. How do you say that? Foyer or foyer? I believe I looked it up one time, and like both pronunciations are just fine. Actually, I think it might actually be foyer. Like is actually the acceptable way to say it in the U.S. or whatever. So I think when you're saying foyer, you're just assuming it's supposed to be pronounced that way. I think foyer is actually pretty legit. If it's big enough, we'll just call it the lobby. There's a lot of these guys over here, guys. Man, I'm almost wondering if, like, I should kind of strategically fence off and keep, like, the village proper kind of over there. And just kind of, like, restrict movement in various creative ways without just having, like, a big, massive fence in the middle of everything. I wonder if I should do that, or if I should just let them be free-range villagers. Just completely, like, let them go wherever the heck they want to go. Just so long as they don't get themselves in trouble. Another fun topic I can discuss for a few minutes. It's all the rage nowadays. It's all the controversy nowadays. Is AI. It's an interesting thing. I'm sorry, quote unquote AI. That's my thing. Is you have to understand it's not AI. This is not an artificial intelligence. They're large language models. There's no intelligence behind them. They just do word matching and internet searches essentially. But oh, you know what? I'm gonna need to come over even further because that's only 2 of the rows. Because it's gonna go space, then 1, 2, 3, and then 1. I'm gonna come all the way. Eventually, yeah. This that whole wall is going to have, this wall is going to go move out, that wall is going to move back. Anyway, the only reason why I'm bringing up AI is because like every CEO in America now, or even on the planet now, they're all so excited for AI, so terribly excited. It is the next best thing. It's going to revolutionize their business. They're going to make all kinds of money all of a sudden. So my CEO has gotten into the whole everything's going to be AI now kick. You know, we're going to be in a completely AI shop. You know, everyone now is forced to like figure out ways to use AI to do their jobs and all of that. So my opinion on AI is my opinion on most technologies. Sure, why not? I mean, if it proves itself to be a useful tool, why not use it, right? That's my first reaction to those kinds of things, you know. Oh, they're making like discs that can be read by lasers? Yeah, sure, why not? And then CDs were huge, you know, and DVDs. And so, you know, so I'm definitely not an anti-technology person. I'm definitely not an anti, you know, things move forward, things change, technologies come and go. Some of them prove to be extremely useful. Some of them prove to be less useful. It's just the natural course of things. I'm totally cool with that. So I'm definitely not an anti that kind of thing person. I work in technology. I'm working software engineering. Not a developer, in case you're wondering. But I work pretty closely with the software. I'm software QA, of course. Right now, I'm an architect, but so I'm not doing as much hands-on. But yeah, so I work with the technology. I work with software engineering, so I know all about programming and testing, and you know I have to write. You know, writing automated code is development, is coding work. It's just you're writing tests instead of the actual product, and you know all of that stuff. Anyway, so one thing I'm finding with this push for the AI, again, I only call it AI. Hold on, let me just take a drink. I only call it AI because that's what everyone else calls it. I personally don't like calling it AI because it's not AI. Again, it's a large language model. There's no intelligence behind it, and when you start using it, you start realizing that there's no intelligence behind it. So I've used it, and of course, ChatGPT is the AI of choice. That's the one that my company has literally bought into, you know, like corporate accounts and all of that mess. So that's like the one that we're to be using, right? And I use it at home too. I use it for personal stuff. And I actually pay for like ChatGPT, whatever, the first tier of it, you know. So, and I found it to be quite useful and quite interesting. But I think its uses have limits. like most tools, especially most tools that are software related, that are in their infancy still. It has a lot of growing up to do. It has a lot of it needs to improve. It needs to be improved upon. In my opinion, it's not ready for prime time yet, but everyone thinks it is, and I think people are going to rely on it more than they should, or people are already relying on it more than they should. But it's just not there yet. It's just not like you get a lot of wrong answers out of it. that just straight up, right? So like, if I was using it to say help me construct emails or stuff like that, something that's a little bit more creative, it could be a huge help with that, right? Oh my gosh, it already ran out. See, it always takes more than I think it's going to take. But yeah, so it can be very helpful for stuff like that. Like I played around with it, like trying to say like, hey, help me make a Dungeons and Dragons character. And I mean, it's giving me these cool backgrounds and everything. And it was very creative and very fun. And I could like, oh, I like this. Let me prompt it this and that. And it can do a lot of fun stuff. But if you're using it for something like, oh my God, am I going to have to go cut down some more? Well, I got my normal oak that I carry with me. I'll use some of these. Okay. I always have like logs, coal, arrows, like some of those essentials. So these are, I'm tapping into my oak stash here to finish this. Yeah, when you're using it for something that is technical and you're trying to actually do your job with it, you start noticing how very, very wrong it is quite often. And when I say wrong, I mean just gives you incorrect information. But it does it with this crazy confidence where like, it's just like, yep, this is the answer. And you're like, well, hold on a second. Let me think about that. No, I'm pretty sure that's not the right answer. Nope, it is. It is. Yeah, that's the right answer. Or it'll say like, oh, I'm sorry. You're right. This is the right answer. But then that one will also be wrong. It's just so you're stuck in this weird loop where you're telling it it's wrong and it's insisting that it's not, even if you know for a fact it's wrong. So you'll test it out with like things that are factual, and it'll get things wrong and just insist till the cows come home, as they say. It'll insist until the cows come home that it is correct. So and I think that's where the danger is with this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't mean danger in like ways that people will believe what it says and take it for truth or fact when it often isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that what I said? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. But then they'll also, so like if you take what it's saying for fact, you could end up making, really poor decisions based on that information. I mean, of course, people can also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People can take all kinds of things that are wrong and mistake it for useful information, not just AI. So that in and of itself isn't unique to these AI things. But when we're forced to say like use it for technical work, like to do our jobs, and knowing how often it's getting things wrong, it's actually getting to the point where it is hurting us more trying to use it to do our job, than if we were to just not be using it. Like, there's things that can do that look so incredibly helpful, but then as soon as you kind of like you peel back that very first onion layer, you're like, oh no, that's not right at all. That's completely wrong. And when you're talking, software engineering, you don't want things to be wrong like that. It's just, it's a bad thing. So anyway, that was my as they say, welcome to my TED Talk. That was my thoughts on quote unquote AI right now. I think it has potential. I think there's a lot of cool things it can absolutely do. I am not opposed. Oh, no, God, no. Why do they do that as soon as it's open? Come on. Everyone this way. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. And bloop. There we go. We're going to make a couple more of you guys here and make you two here. Okay. But yeah, I think it's going to do a lot of really great things, a lot of cool things, and I am definitely not opposed to it. A lot of people are very opposed to it. I'm not the kind of person who's opposed to it. I'm just scared that it's going to be like what's happening with my company, right? Like we're being forced to use it, and I've already proven 100 times how wrong it is, you know. So that's what scares me. So this is how our layout's going to go. Oh, let me put another wool there. Okay. Yeah, pretty cool. So now we're going to need some honey bottles. Let's see how many honey bottles we've gotten ever since we built this thing. All right, that's a few. Very nice. And that one's doing okay. All right, that's 11 more workstations worth of bottles. That's pretty awesome. Okay, and we'll disperse those around there. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's get our little... where their villagers stand. We'll get some of their little honey block. Yeah, you want to come up here and see what I'm doing, don't you? Okay, we don't have enough for all of these yet, but we'll get those honey blocks soon enough. Those bees are working really hard over there. You know what? I should probably start with some of these ones up front, because as I bring these guys over, we'll probably put them up front first. Well, I'm sure by the time I'm ready to bring the villagers over, we'll have enough honey made to fill out the rest of those. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make some more red carpet. We'll go ahead and just cover up all these little sticky spots, just so that we can accidentally step on them and be like, wait, what's going on? There we go. All right. What time is it? Okay. I think I am going to sleep, and then I'm going to take my quick little break, and I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, I am back from my break. Awesome. Okay. Let's keep moving on this. So we need... what do we need to make these? We're going to need lots of spruce. Trapdoors, spruce stairs. So we can start putting some of these in place here. The few that we have on us. All right, let's go get some spruce. And we can do... yeah, okay, perfect. All right. We have single spruce trees over here. Not a ton of spruce. I haven't been... okay, let me get some wool while I'm here. Again, I'm going to need a lot of this brown wool if I need 12 wool per bench just to make those banners. Okay, there we go. He turned sideways. You know, I was just thinking, like, you know, as far as sheep farm. Oh, we got a smoldering drowned over here. This is hilarious. We got one of these on my server with Zinc, and we noticed that, like, when they sit in the boat, they're constantly, like, lighting on fire from the sun, but as soon as they do, they're put out from the water, and they're not on fire long enough to take damage. So they just sit here constantly making these little smoldering noises. Oh, and he's really interested in him. You know what? Let's just get rid of him. There we go. You can go about your business now. Oh. There we go. We just made a squid farm. That's awesome. Okay, do we do the big spruce tree? Let's do the big spruce tree, but we don't want to cover everything in podzol. Actually, you know what? There's still some terrain we want to cut down over here. So if this gets all podzoled, it's okay because we're going to be tearing it up anyway, right? So let's do that. Oh, I need bone meal, and I probably need to get rid of some of this junk that's in my inventory. We also need to think about, like, I need to be making 1 or 2 librarians each episode. I really need to do that to make sure that I forgot to do those last episode. Because I'm basically telling myself, like, I need to make 1 or 2 each episode so that way I can actually get them. And then by the time I need them, they're done and they're ready. And I'm not having to spend, like, an entire episode just making villagers, making librarians. Let's do that before we get that spruce tree. Let's get rid of some of the stuff in our inventory first. Let's see. Some of this jungle. We don't need the netherrack anymore. We're done with that. Dirt. I mean, most of this stuff is we're going to need. Okay, let's try to make some more. We'll try to do 1 or 2 librarians. So I got my list sitting right here of my 18 books. Sorry about that. I had to get a pen. I got my list of 18 books here that I need for all of my items, my weapons and armor and tools and stuff. So we've got mending, aquafinity, feather falling. So mending, aquafinity, feather falling. Oh gosh, guys, you're all clustered up. Efficiency, depth strider, and silk touch. Efficiency, depth strider, silk touch. Okay. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get a non-librarian over here into our little education box. Our education chamber. We're going to teach you how to become a librarian. Let's see, is that our first candidate? Is that? Oh, look, you want to be in here already, don't you? No, come on, come back. Come on. Come on. You were in here. Come back, please. Okay, either one of you. Just one of you. Just one of you. Just one of you. Just no. Guys. Okay, what book did you get at least? Power 4. I don't need Power 4. I need Power 5. Okay. Come back, please. just come back in here. Go ahead. Nope, go. Okay. There we go. Okay. The villager dance. Dancing with the villagers. Alright, let's see if we can get knockback 2. That's one of the ones I need. You know what? I need emeralds and books. I didn't come prepared. I don't want you following me out of here. Yeah, stay. Okay. Let's see. Emeralds and books. We have a few books. How many emeralds do we have? We got enough for some. Okay. So what was the price on this knockback? I didn't even look at the price. I need to look at that before I settle on it. Stay in. Okay. Because as we saw last time, they will often offer you cheaper prices, so they're all checking out their new librarian friend in there. They're like, hey, what you gonna do over there? Hey. Nope. 12? Yeah, we're locking that one in. All right, I can mark knockback off my list. Awesome. See, when you're not looking for specific ones, sometimes it's a little bit easier to find them. If you're saying like, hey, here's a list of 12 more that I need, sometimes it's a little bit easier. So let's put your new one here. Okay, I think he sparkled, so I think he realized it was over there. So I'm not going to convince another one to come in here until they're done doing their little meeting, which means then it's going to be nighttime, and we'll all have to sleep. We still have the cakes over here. Okay, we're going to need to give them a few minutes. Well, let me go ahead and put this knockback book away. What's up here? Depth Strider, Mending. Okay. Knockback. Aquafinity. Oh, the Depth Strider one is an extra. Okay. Look at that. Look at, yeah, nice. Gotcha. I got here just at the right moment. All right, let's start cycling you through. I'll sleep in a minute once it's time. Punch 2. I need punch 2. Oh, there you go. We'll get punch 2. Okay, now let's put a bench over here for you. Sparkle. Are you him? Yeah. You'll figure it out eventually. It's bedtime, isn't it? How they zoom around whenever the beds are next to each other like this. How many non-librarians do we have? We're running really low on... Okay, I should probably stop for now, because we're not going to have any non-librarians left to breed once I take them all away. Okay. So we'll just do those 2 for now. Oh, it's in my offhand. Couldn't tell where those were. Let's see. Books. Punch 2. We still don't have everything we need for our bow. So I'm not going to apply any of these until I have everything I need. So that way I can kind of build up the enchantments on the books the proper way. And then they won't be too expensive to enchant. There we go. And our spruce tree grew without any bone meal. Speaking of bone meal, I needed to get some bone meal. Where is it? We got some in here. I made an awful lot of glass. What? Oh, it was for bottles to make sure. Yeah, okay. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, the bee dispensers. So if any one of the spaces in the dispenser empties, then a honey bottle will shoot back up into that spot, and then it can start messing things up. So you try to get as many as you can in here to prevent that from happening. So I remember I smelted all that glass so that I could fill these up more full. So that way I'm not quite as reliant on checking on them as often. They can go a lot longer before I have to refill them. Okay. All right. Glad I looked in there and remembered that. All right, let's go ahead and get us some spruce so we can start kind of putting some final touches, or not final touches, but keep building the benches over there. They're workstations. They're desks, I guess, writing desks, studying desks, work desks. What would you call those? Places where they do their job. Okay. All right, that's quite a bit of spruce, but you know, those what you call it, the trapdoors are a very expensive recipe. So we'll see how far this spruce that I just grabbed will go, and we might have to come back and do another tree. I'm pretty certain we'll have to come back and do another tree, but you never know. Never know. Oop. Let's see, I didn't use that bone meal yet. We'll put it back for now. Oh, that's right. Yeah, my lava. That's right. Yeah, you actually used the lava buckets, and we went on a search for dripstone and couldn't find any. That's right. I'm remembering now. It's crazy how much you forget when it's been like a full week and you're playing like on another server. Let's go ahead and make a crafting table. So we're gonna need. Okay. 18 times 3 minus 6. And go. 18 times 3 minus 6. 18 times 3. 30 plus 24. 54 minus 6. 48. Okay, not too terribly many. Too terribly many. That is that even a proper sentence? Okay, we'll have enough. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. And then of course I also will need to make the stairs as well. Okay. 32 of them. Minus 2. 30 of them. Oh, nope. Let's start with there. Well, there you go. Well, that used less than I expected. Okay, nice. Bloop, bloop. Aha. Okay. How often I misplace blocks, it's crazy. No matter how long you've been playing a game like this, it's so easy to make the simplest mistakes. So I am gonna have to figure out how to get these guys into their little workstations. You know, getting them over here won't be the hardest thing. You know, if anything else, I can just put them in a boat, move them over here. You know, put a workbench up here to entice them up onto the platform. But to get them to actually, like, jump down into there, or, well, technically into here. That's going to be the more interesting challenge. How do I do that? Don't know, but we'll try it out here very soon. Oops. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to be thinking about, I need to be remembering to make more leather. You know, let me do that right now because, you know, they need time to refresh themselves after making leather. Because I'm going to need plenty of books to make bookshelves for the lecterns, books for enchanting. Like, I'm going to need a lot of books. And now some of these guys, oops, there we go. Some of these librarians might actually sell bookshelves, and I don't know what the price will be if I could, like, say, get emeralds from sticks and from melons and pumpkins and stuff and try to convert them into bookshelves. That might end up actually being a better way to get the bookshelves for, well, the bookshelves to craft the lecterns out of, but then also the bookshelves, I can break them down into just books. What is going on? Okay. I guarantee you somebody probably saw that however long ago that happened and has probably been, like, shouting at their monitor ever since. Oh, no. You bum. The tops of that, that's a spawnable spot. Look at that. I'm going to need to put a button up there to make them non-spawnable. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, this is going to be fun. You know what? I'm just going to... I wonder how long he's been up there, like, preventing more from being generated. Okay. So now... I need to... we're not going to be able to see those, so I'll just use oak buttons. Doesn't matter that they won't match. Let me break this. There we go. And there. And it's almost nighttime. Okay, hold on a second. This might be easier just to go. Grumble, grumble. And I gotta sleep because it's nighttime. Okay, let's just, let's do this. Pop you out. Get a button. Put you back. Pop you out. Okay. Good golem. I wonder how long that guy's been in there. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to go back and see on the video, like, at some point, he showed up, and me swinging around looking at things, like, somebody spotted him sitting up there. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Yeah, we haven't gotten a ton of iron since we started this episode, so he might have been up there for quite some time. Oh, no. Okay, what was I doing? I was going to come over here and see if these guys are selling... What was I doing? What was I doing? I had to finish up... Did I finish up putting these up? Hold on. Now I'm really just... That threw me... Okay, let me finish this. I think I was coming around to finish these when I noticed that guy there. Okay. Oops, wrong one. There we go. And yeah, it's a tight squeeze back here, but like I said, eventually I'll move this wall. Okay. Excellent. Right, so for example here, we're going to have the hallways be red carpet, and then also then coming up to the benches will be red carpet. I wonder if the red carpet should go all the way to like here. Maybe have like a thin red carpet along the walls or something, just to kind of... Yeah. If these guys are like out and about. Like say for example they want to come check out some books that are on the shelf over there, they can have a nice soft carpeted walk. Okay, so I think really I can start bringing villagers over here, so kind of bring them over maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I like bring them over like one at a time or something. Yeah, maybe that's how I should do it. Just kind of get a boat, bring one over, get him established with his new lectern and all of that. We'll try that. You can pull boats. You can pull boats. I don't need to do them one at a time. I'm still stuck in my old mentality if I have to get one in a boat and then tug the boat the whole way. Let's put those away for now. Okay, just to clear my inventory just a tad. Let's go ahead and just get a little bit of wool. Let me get some lecterns. There we go. Oh, hey, you stinker! I saw that. You. That was pretty funny. Now, there's a couple things you gotta do here. You gotta make sure they forget about their beds. And you have to kind of make sure they realize these beds aren't here. So you almost have to you have to give them a few minutes to like walk around and notice. I got to put these in a chest. Let's see, where's the closest chest? Right here. Alright. Remind me that they're in that chest. So we take up all the beds. And technically, once they all realize the beds are gone, that should stop this from being a village, right? And that should get all these guys to be no longer attached to a village. Oh, I gotta be so worried I don't smack one with this axe. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm going to give them a minute and walk around and realize that their beds and stuff are gone. What time of day is it? It's high noon. Right when I said that, I looked up and it said 12:00 on my little clock in the corner. So I want them to notice that their beds are gone. I want to see them all walk around out here and notice that their beds are gone. I'm not convinced they'll know if I don't, because I've had this problem where I would bring a villager and I'd truck him all the way from a village over to my home, and then he would just turn and he would walk, and just walk towards that other village because he knew that that's where he belonged. And you need to kind of break that. You need to break them, like they're a horse you're training. You need to break them in. You need to break that out of them so they understand where they need to be, or let's say so they understand where they need to not be. So then once you move them over here, they're no longer tied to a village. And then when you put these beds down, they're too far away to detect them. Kind of like those guys over there. I really want them to get out of the house. Well, I tell you what, while we're waiting for them to get out of the house, we could at least go get some more spruce wood. Never hurt to get some more spruce. One of the more heavily used woods. I have to start thinking about what I want this library to actually look like. So I did something similar to this on a family server one time. And I kind of did the little interior of the walls, and they looked really cool, and I really enjoyed it. I don't really remember how I built it. I remember the idea behind it, but not exactly what they looked like. So, and I have no access to that world. In fact, none of us do. It was a family server that actually we created it. On that one, we created it because my nephew wanted a server that his friends could also play on. So we created a family server that was also his friends. And he was still young, maybe in high school or early high school at the time. So his friends were mostly online friends and not IRL friends. And at least the ones that he wanted to play Minecraft with, you know, that he invited into our server. And one of them was a little bit less mature. And he had gotten upset about something, and he literally spent an evening griefing everybody's bases. Like, he burned everything, you know, he lit every building on fire, he killed every mob, he killed all my villagers, burned my entire library to the ground. So even if my brother were to be able to like have saved off that world, and I could go back and look at that build and see how I did it, it was gone. Bum bum bum. These guys probably are aware that their beds are gone, but I'm gonna wait till it's actually nighttime. Make sure that they go looking for those beds, and then I'll sleep, and then we'll start pulling those guys over here. So we take a little sip of water. All right, we got about a minute or so, about a minute until it's nighttime, so we'll just give them a second. Put some of this away. So I've got, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got like 8 librarians. So that's like, let me make another boat. I could probably try to pull like all of them over at the same time. Because, you know, oh, I wouldn't put my leads away. I need those leads still. Okay. I just hope I don't get a regular, like a non-librarian. All right. Give them another minute. Did I do this on camera? I probably did that on camera, yeah. Oh, I'm sure I did that on camera, absolutely. Yeah, I had to put him underneath this. Was one little lip protects him from burning up in the sun. All you need is that one little block over top of their head. You got smooshed up all into this fence here. Let me get you over here with your buddy. You guys have been separated for a while. Yeah, I know. There we go. All right, I have a feeling that they're all aware that the beds are gone because they are not in their meeting place anymore. They're here where their beds used to be. All right, and my bed got thrown in the chest along with theirs. So let me get my bed out so I can sleep. All right, now we start the villager wrangling. This is where the... Well... That was weird. Oh, probably because they all detected that one bed that I put down. All right. I just don't want the farmer to get in this. I need them all up here first of all. I want to get these guys in the boats, but I only want the librarians in the boats. See, I don't want him in the boat. So let's get away from the farmer. There we go. Let's try to get him in there. Hey, nice, good. All right, let's do this and try to get these two guys. Come on, fellas. In the boat. Rub-a-dub-dub. 2 men in a boat. That's not at all how that goes. Rub-a-dub-dope. 2 men in a boat. All right, there's 2 more. Let's try to get you, but not your buddy. Get you, and then I'm gonna boat you over to that one there. Try to get you. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Not you. Okay. Wish I could just put the lead on the villager himself. Go in the boat. Now you. Perfect. There you go. Okay. And now there should just be 2 more. One there and one way the heck over there. Well, this guy's already here. Don't. That's dangerous over there, man. Don't get too close. There we go. Who are you? Depth Strider, you are not getting a front row seat. Sorry, man. The front row's going to like mending and unbreaking and protection. They are the stars of this show. So this one librarian, he's just gonna be hanging out with his buddies, huh? Okay, well let's go ahead and get the other ones over. Hopefully they'll split up and hang out somewhere else where I don't have to tug their boat up a bunch of stairs. So let's get you. There we go. And oh, the boat actually like turns now. They fixed that. It used to be like the boat would just keep the facing that it had. So like it would be like being towed like sideways and diagonally and stuff. And they fixed it to now he's actually going like they actually get pulled straight. That's pretty cool. Can I get around that way? Let's see if I go that way. Will they get caught on? They get caught on this if you're riding the boat, but I think if you're pulling, they can kind of get over that. Am I gonna be able to get around that? Okay. Let's hope we don't get move, Gollum. Gollum, stop. Oh, can I? Hey, let me try something here. Can I go? Because you can go like boop, and then get that out of my hand, and you can go boop, 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 right? And they're strung together. And then you go doop. Doop. So they're like in a line now. Wow, these guys are so interested. I guess they don't really know where to go, so they're following the other villagers. And then I can pull. Oh, guys, let them free. Just stop getting in their way. It's like a villager train. Oh gosh, that guy got in that boat. Okay, I'm going to pull you guys all the way down here so that you are as far away from those beds as possible. Oh, I think when they're like this, you need the lead, the shears to get them off. Oh, that popped like all of them. Okay, now I got a problem because now this guy's in the boat with him and all of these guys are over here. And is there still a librarian over there? Oh yeah, because that was the one who was supposed to be in this boat. Okay. Let me get 2 more boats. Now I gotta bring these guys. You guys need to be tugged back to where you belong. You don't belong over here. And I gotta separate these. Okay, I need to get you in one. Stop, go. And then I need you in another one. There we go. Okay. We'll get a lead on you, and then we're going to put it on that. And then we're going to put one on that, and then we're going to pull it so they're in a line. I love that you can do this. This is, oh, see, they get stuck on that because that's like a pixel, a lip. Now, like, if you were to, like, jump up, you could kind of, like, because you can actually pull them up a block. There we go. That kind of gets them over it. But now that one's stuck on it. Oh, come on. You're going to be difficult. Okay. Well, let's just get you here. And then... See, this is why you kind of have to avoid those path blocks with villagers, because they can't figure out how to get over that. And again, now if you're jumping while you're tugging, now if you were not tugging them and you were just trying to move that boat yourself, like driving the boat, you would not be able to get over that pixel at all. That would not work. Now you... Okay, now I need another boat. Okay, now you... Sir, come back. Hello? Okay. Yeah, see, so now this I might be able to do because I can bridge that one block gap, but if I were to try to go like there, I would get down a pixel and then I wouldn't be able to sail back up. Sail. Like a slalom race. We went through the 2 kitties. Okay. Now let's go over this way. You know, this would probably actually be quicker to tow them because like I can move faster than this can move. Okay, the golems are really interested in these guys too now. Okay. Fair enough. I wonder if they summoned one. I mean, they really shouldn't unless they're... I don't know. I don't know how all that works. Can they summon them without beds? I don't know. Villager behavior has changed so much over the years that I've gotten to the point where, like, there's just some of the details about them I just don't know anymore. Alright, now let's go ahead and get the beds. So now these folks over here... Okay. I need one to keep for myself. Now, all of these guys should latch onto these beds. And they should turn this spot right here back into a village. Oh, hopefully... I don't know if I probably should have removed that in the first time. Hopefully those librarians won't come running over here. Now, I'm not going to let them all out immediately. I'm going to do them one at a time as I need them. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to see if any of them were selling... Oh, it's the librarians. Selling bookshelves, because I'm going to need more lecterns. You sell 9. Okay, yeah, they cost 9. They're all going to sell them for the same price, probably. Yeah. 9 emeralds for 1 bookshelf. You know what? Let's see how many stick trades we can squeeze out of our golem farm. Okay. I'm going to keep those leads just in case one of these guys gets loose. In case one of them gets loose. Oh, see, they make a run for those open gates. Okay. Okay. Nighttime, I want to see all of these guys sleeping in their beds. You, go sleep in a bed. Nice. Okay. Good. The true test will be feeding them a bunch of carrots and seeing... And if they make babies, then that means that these guys definitely are no longer attached to those beds. Oh, I left this block over here. I need to be careful about that. Oh, geez, you scared me for a second. I thought the zombie was gone. I didn't see him there. Okay, let's go ahead and get some sticks. Oh, I didn't mean to throw all those down there. And who else? No. Can I get those? Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do this and pick them up through the diagonal. Yes, I got them. And let's make sure it's just the jungle planks. I don't want to use my oak right now for this. Okay. Well, great. That's 48 emeralds. Okay. Come at me. Come on. What's going on over there? I just shot that boat, didn't I? With that arrow. Oh my gosh. Get in there. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Okay, I'm playing a really silly game here. Okay. Oh boy. You know, I should have thought about this one first. How? That hit him. It hit him and did no damage. No, or maybe it did go through him and it's over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't want to shoot in the direction of my villagers. Ooh. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, what I need to do is trade for some of those bookshelves. Bookshelves. We have enough for 5 bookshelves. That's 5 lecterns, right? Because we just need planks. For lecterns. Where is the lecterns? Okay, yeah, it's just planks. Alright, that's 15 lecterns. That's actually, I mean, that's enough for everyone that's here already. So now I don't want those guys coming over here. But what I want to do is put like a lectern here. So we can get these first two guys. I want them to be able to find their way up. That should be enough for them to find their way up. And I want them to fall down in here, and I don't know how I'm going to get them to fall down into that. I could potentially maybe put like a boat up here, so when they come over for that, I can get them in the boat, and then maybe that will... Well, we'll just see. We'll just see. Okay, let's see what happens. You're going to go there and get caught in your boat, and then you're hopefully going to come over here. Up here. There's another lectern up here, buddy. I'll tell you what. Let me entice you up here with this lectern, and then pull that rug out from under you, and then you can see this one over here. Okay, come here. You see this one? Okay. And now, can you see that one? Over here. You should be able to see that one. See that one over there? Over there? See that one over there? See this lectern that you're almost standing on top of? Seriously, man? Seriously? Okay, let's try that again. That's weird. Okay, I don't understand why he's not latching onto one. Did he sparkle and I didn't notice it? So I want to get him to where he's like right over the hole. Let's get him like right over the hole. Nice, that worked. I just saw him nod his little head, so I think that was him working. Okay, I think I just saw him nod his head and turn a page, so I think he might have finally latched on. Okay, is that lined up? Ew, the honey's such a gross sound. Ew, squish, squish. Nice. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe that worked. That's how it was supposed to work. But that worked out nicely. I was able to get him up there pretty easily. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't look to see who they were. Efficiency 5, okay. Depth Strider, really? I wanted the front to be the... I think Efficiency 5 is definitely a front row. But I wanted this one here to be mending. Depth Strider, you can sit in the back. You don't need to be all the way up here. I'm only going to need books from you, like, not very often. So let's do this. Let's try to, oh my gosh, this is going to be stupid. Okay, let me do this. Okay, you can't jump, but you should be able to walk forward into... Oh, I can't... okay. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me do this. Let me... Come over here. There we go. Okay. And now, let's see if we can get him to the back of the class. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? Can you get you through that angle? And then gotta start dragging you down the hallway here. Oh, it's on this carpet. Okay. We can do this. I'm determined to make this work. Okay. Alright, let's bring you down here. Okay. So something like this where it's only like literally one single item needs it, like anything like a helmet enchantment or a boot enchantment. You guys get the back of the room because I won't need you as often. So now I want... Okay, so how do I want to do this? I want him to go running away. So I definitely want this here. Okay, boy, his eyes locked right on it. I didn't see him sparkle. But then I put a boat up here. And then I remove this boat. And then he should... Oh, nice. Get in the boat, get in the boat, get in the boat. Get in the boat, get in the boat. There we go. And then I can move him forward a little bit more. Get him all lined up. Boom, there you go. Depth Strider in the back of the class. It doesn't mean you're lesser. It doesn't mean you're lesser or that you're less important. You're just not as important as these other guys. It's okay, everyone. They don't have feelings. Knockback, Aquafinity. See, there you go. See, Mending, you're front row. Mending is front row. I need sleep. Okay. All right. So Punch is at the back of the class. Silk Touch is middle of the row. Knockback is the back of the class. Aquafinity's back of the class. Feather Falling's back of the class. Did we not get protection yet? Oh, we haven't gotten protection yet, because protection will be the other front row, because... Whoa, sorry about the mouse there. I just flicked my mouse with my hand by accident. Efficiency goes here, Mending goes here, protection goes here. In fact, we can go ahead and put your sign on here and say you are... Nope, no, you're not Mending, you're Efficiency. Okay. Mending goes here, protection goes here, and then stuff like Silk Touch and Fortune will go here. And then... Oh, Unbreaking. Oh my gosh. No. Unbreaking goes here. Front row is Mending, Efficiency. Yeah, Mending and Unbreaking are the two biggest. And then Efficiency, because that goes on 3 tools. And then Protection actually goes on 4 different things. But it's okay. I'll still put that in the second row. Probably right here. And then maybe Protection will go here, flanked by Silk Touch and Fortune. And then mostly everything else is like single item things, like going all the way back. So we can try to group them. We can say, well, let's put the boots in the back, because you're boots. So boots go in the back. You're the foot. So we can put Feather Falling back here with Depth Strider. Keep him company. So what do we got here? We got Mending and Feather Falling. So front row, back row. All right. We just need to make sure I get you guys going in the right direction. Why don't I do this? Why don't I free them, first of all? Okay, and then get you caught. Okay, Feather Falling. Now, no, come this way. Don't go in the boat. Don't go in the... I'm in the boat. You can't be in the boat. Oh, he wants to be in this boat. Come this way. No, come this way. Oh. Guys. What are you doing? Oh, you know what? All these other guys are looking at these. Oh, that's why. Okay, because all these other guys can see these tables. Okay, I understand now what's happening there. So let's break these guys free again. Let's get you gentlemen separated here. I know you've become very close in this boat, but I need you separated. Okay. I need one of you in the boat. And the other one in this boat. No. Stay out of that boat. You get that boat. I'm sitting in here so you can't get in here. You go to that boat. Can I push you? There you go. That's what I wanted you to do. Okay. You're feather falling. You're mending. Mending, come to the front of the class. Slowly. Very, very slowly. Okay. So we're going to put you way over here. And we're going to put a lectern up here. Hold on, before we do that, we're going to drag these guys away from it so that they hopefully won't be aware of it. You. Okay. And then you guys. Boy, being able to tug these boats is that's just an amazing thing that they added. I think Bedrock players had that for a long time, but that's still relatively new for Java. That's just so cool. All right. Before we do this, let's just do a quick little sheep run, just because we got to make sure we're keeping this wool flowing. Because we need way more. We need lots more brown wool for those banners. Okay. Just can't forget to come over and keep doing that, okay? So now, what I'm hoping is if I put this here, you should be close enough to be interested in it, but hopefully the other guys won't be, and you can just go claim it yourself. Excellent. Oh, I need to get the boat up here so you can get... Oh, I need to get you up here in the boat. See, oh no. Get in the boat. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. We got mending. We got mending. Up here. On your throne, right at the front. You come in the door, and the first guy you see is Mr. Mending. Okay. So feather falling. We need you to be back here by Depth Strider. So what we need to do now is get these. You have to. It's like you have to click on the front of the boat. I'm glad they fixed that to where the boats actually turn the correct way when you're towing them. I'm glad they fixed that. That felt kind of silly towing them sideways. Okay, we'll keep you guys over here so that only feather falling sees the bench that we're getting ready to put up here. Okay, we need to give you a step stool. We need to put a lectern here so that you can... Oh, I can't fall in there. We'll try to put you over here in this corner. No, that one doesn't have a carpet on it yet. Well, it can have a carpet. I got him. Oh, I just made all the brown wool into carpets. Ah, darn it. Oh, well. Those are supposed to be banners. Here we go. So I'm going to put this one here, but I might have to put another one first just to entice him up. And I need to get a boat lined up and ready for him here. Oh. let's make sure no one accidentally jumps over that. We don't need any of that happening. Okay. All right. Let's free the feather faller. Go. Go find your desk. That's not your desk. Don't you dare fall in there with him. Go find your workbench. No, don't fall in here with him. I know he's your friend. Your boot buddies. Your boot enchantment buddies. There you go. Oh, you almost had it, man. You almost had it. Can you not see this one? Is that what's going on? Can you not tell that there's a workbench over here? You should be very interested in this workbench. It's 1649. They're kind of in their like their little gathering mode where they normally go to the town center. I'm gonna just okay. Either stay there or get in your boat. I want to make sure that these guys are they all. Okay, they're hanging out over there. They're pretty close to their town center. Oh, he did it. Hopefully he latched onto this thing. Is that lined up? Let's just scooch it just a little bit more. Boop. Okay, I hope you attach to this workbench because you live there now. I can put signs on them. Oh, wow. That was some really bad typing. Well, I have to, like, if I look down, I can't actually, like, the microphone is between my eyes and the keyboard, so I have to kind of, like, lean. Anyway, so sometimes typing when I'm trying to record is weird. Okay, let me get some more spruce signs. Let's see. No, don't need more sticks. I need. Oh, I put the spruce. I put the spruce wood away. I thought I was done with it. Get rid of the brown carpet here and get some of the spruce wood out here, and see if we can get. Since I kind of bungled up the last load of brown wool. Let me get some more brown wools. Okay, so we need spruce signs. Okay, and then we also need brown banners so that we don't accidentally turn those brown ones into carpets again. And we can go ahead and we can go. Since they're in the back of the class, we can at least give them some banners for now. Make them at least feel special. Oop, don't jump. I need to not jump around here because I'm going to end up putting myself... If I put myself down in with one of those guys, I don't know how I'll get out without them also getting out. Let's see. You are feather falling. Oh, there's a weird bug with this mod where it uses the thing that's in your hand when you do that. Feather falling. There we go. And hopefully, I would love to see you actually like look down at your book and make the noise at some point, like he just did. Because I'm not convinced you're on this bookshelf. on this lectern. I'm not convinced you're attached. I want to see him refresh his trade. See, that guy keeps doing it, but you're not doing it. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do... That keeps you in there, because you can't get out of that. And I can cycle your workbench. I don't know why he's not attaching to it. There's no other workbench near here that he... Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Because he attached to the first one. Does he still think this one's over here? Did he not notice me picking it up earlier? You know what? Let's just... Okay. Let's see if he walks over here. If he thinks that this... He could think that that first one's still there and he never noticed that I picked it up. Where's he going? Can I put one over here? You gonna see it? You gonna come to it? He's so not interested. What is he doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Oh, he just attached to that one. He finally attached to one. Okay, let's get you up. Can I get you in the boat? Can I get you in the boat? Okay. That was weird. I don't know what he was doing, man. That's not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool at all. Oops. Okay. There we go. All right. Now you are actually feather falling. Bloop. There we go. All right. Who else we got over here? We got knockback, which is a sword. We got aquafinity, which is a helmet. We've got punch, which is a bow. And silk touch, which is second row. Okay, so we'll do let's do this. Let's bring these guys. So silk touch is going to be up here on the second row. Because you go on several pieces of equipment. You go on 4 different pieces of equipment. Just like protection does. So we'll get all of you guys down here so that none of you are aware of what's going on up there. Okay. Silk touch, you're in this boat. Okay. So now what I need to do is get you two in 2 different boats. I need... Oh, where are you guys going? You... No! No! How did he... No! No, 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 no. Let me get you in the boat. Let me get you in the boat. He... No. He sparkled. That was his workstation. Why did he sparkle? Mm-mm. 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 Move. 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 Okay, what am I missing there? Because this guy sparkled, which meant that he latched on, right? Okay. Okay. You, sir, get in that boat. We're going to take you all the way up here. I don't know what that was all about. That has me a little worried. Oops. Okay. Okay. If I put this down, you darn well better sparkle. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? It's right in front of you. Okay. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. No other villagers can see this. Even you can't see it. Even though you have a table. Okay. There you go. He sparkled. Okay, you guys saw it. He sparkled. You sparkled. Okay. Okay. I want to see you flip a page, man. I really want to see you flip a page. I'm still not convinced. Alright, just do your thing, man. Just do your thing. Now you, Silk Touch. I'm going to put you on over here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull you over here on this boat. I'll just take off all the carpets for now so I can move people around a little easier. Because I'm wondering if pulling them around on the boats is going to be easier than trying to make them walk upstairs and stuff. Okay, so let's get you over here. Get you over here. Okay. And then let's get a boat up here for you to get caught on. And then let's put a wall here. So that guy, oh, he's like up in the air. Let's make a tall wall so he can't see it. Those guys might be able to see it. We'll do this. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a lectern here. I'm going to let you free. What are you doing? You should attach to that lectern immediately. It was right there. Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Come on. There's a lectern right here. What is going on? How did he prioritize going into this guy's boat over going to a lectern? I don't understand this. Oh, heck no. No, no. No, no, no. 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 No, 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 no. Did they sense those beds from all the way over here? I mean, they can't latch onto the bed until they get close to it. But they may have sensed them. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Okay, I need you guys to split up because I need you in one boat. And I need you... Okay. Where are you going? Okay, you're coming up here. You're coming up here. Where's my lecterns? Where's my lecterns? Okay. They're right here. Come on. Why aren't you seeing this thing? I don't understand how these guys... Why these... He didn't sparkle. He didn't sparkle. Oh, no. Are these guys going to summon these guys in the library? That's going to be annoying. Okay. Why aren't you sparkling? I don't understand. What are you thinking you see? I'm looking for workbenches that he could possibly see. Dude, seriously? Dude, seriously? Seriously, dude? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, villagers. You know, villagers. They're just, never do what you want them to do. Alright. What? What is your deal, dude? What does he think that he saw that he is obsessed with? So this is the part of villagers that's very frustrating to me. Like, everything in the game mechanic says that he should be latching onto that table. He can't see anything else. No one can see his table. He can only see this table. Where is it? Oh, it's in where my torches normally go. That's why I can't find it. Okay. Sparkle. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't understand villagers anymore, guys. I just don't. I just don't get it anymore. There's nothing else he could have been seeing. The only other workbench anywhere in this whole place is that one, which he's already claimed. See, none of these guys have professions because there are no other workbenches around. So he could not have been like trying to get to some other workbench because they just don't exist. If anyone understands the villager mechanics better than me, please, if you can explain what the heck was going on there, I would love an explanation, because the only thing with me is like to understand how they work and how to use them. They need to be predictable. And if I can't predict how they're going to behave, it makes it harder for me to make them do what I want them to do, essentially. So I like, oh, that's right, one recipe only. Oh my gosh, that recipe's so expensive. It makes it hard if things don't behave predictably. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Let's get, so he's a, oh, did I put the wrong one up here? Oh my gosh, seriously. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. Sorry, dude. You don't belong here. This is Silk Touch's seat. I know. I know. He is more special than you, though. You're punched, too. I'm going to need you, like, probably 3 times in this entire game's lifespan. Because I can repair my bow several times before I need another punch. Okay. Let's get you way... So these are going to get, like, infinity and punch and flame. So, like... I don't know where I want to put the bows. I feel like the bows should actually have the back row, but I ain't messing with these guys anymore. Okay, you stay back here, and you aren't going to see anything I'm doing up there. You are not even going to be aware of what me and Silk Touch are doing. There. You just enjoy your corner. Alright. Silk Touch. Okay. Maybe that was the hesitancy. Punch knew he didn't belong there. Okay, let's get you here, nice and close by. Let's get a boat up here ready to trap you. Let's get a lectern up here for you to get interested in. And then let's see what you do. Boom. Sparkle. Perfect. I love you. I love you, man. Now get in your boat. Now get in your boat. Get in your... Where are you going, man? Okay, come on. Get in your boat. Hey, dude. Hey, you want to come over here and talk to me? Hey, I'm up here. Whoa. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You centered? Okay. Silk touch. All right. Let's see. Silk touch. Yeah, I will end up having to put like glow ink and a color on those because they're hard to read. Okay. So now, so if I do boots get like 2 enchantments, right? Helmets get 2 or 3. Helmets get Aquafinity, Respiration. So there's like 2 helmet enchantments. Okay, I'm looking at the list here. So bows are going to get Flame, Infinity, and Power 5. And Punch. There's 4. Bows get 4. I'm thinking bows then 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4. Boots are surrounded by bows. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. Boots are surrounded by bows. So let's put ourselves a boat here. Let's get these guys to where they have no chance of seeing this table. I think it's less the proximity and more of them being able to see it, because as soon as I block eyesight, things seem to happen. I thought it was more of vicinity. So let's just let's do this and make sure you guys can't see up here. Y'all can't see up here, right? Okay, good. Okay, so let me go ahead and put a lectern down right away. Then we'll let Punch 2 out of his little corner. Now, you weren't there because you were bad. You were there because you weren't important. Now, please come see this lectern over here. You can't see it because it's behind stuff. So let's put one up here that you can see. Hello. And now I'm going to take that one away. And now he slashed onto that. Okay. I'm starting to get the hang of this. I'm starting to understand how these guys are working. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. This is awesome. Okay. Which means these last 2 are going to be flawless, and I'm going to be done with them in no time. Lickety split. Not a single error. Knockback 2. Aquafinity. Okay, so if we get our bows. Helmets are going to get, what'd I say, Aquafinity, Respiration. They're going to get like 2. So if I start helmets here, that's like 2 benches. Swords are going to get looting and sharpness and sweeping edge. I think swords get a row by themselves, because if they got 3, swords get a row of 3. So then that means Aquafinity and Respiration would be like up here. I feel like there's one missing. I don't know why I really care where they are, but I just feel like I want things to be like in order and to make sense. So like if I need to make like new boots, I go to one place and buy all the boot stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, let's do a thing here. Let's do a thing. Let's make some more signs. I don't know why I'm like saying everything twice. Okay. Through signs. Okay. This one has feather falling on it. Did I knock that off by accident? Okay. You're feather falling. Okay. So that one's feather falling. and depth strider. Okay, and then if we have bows, we have punch. Let's see. So we're gonna go punch 2, and then this will be infinity. Infinity. Okay. And then this will be power. And this one will be flame, right? Oh my gosh, I can't type. Okay. Okay. And then if these 3 are swords, we'll have knockback. Swords have 4. Swords have 4. They have knockback. They have sharpness. They have looting. And sweeping edge. That's where I went wrong. Swords actually have 4. Wow, 4 unique enchantments. And then that means we put aquafinity and respiration up here. Aqua affinity. I know I say aquafinity. it's aquafina. And respiration up here. And use silk touch. This one's going to be protection. Oh, I know that's wrong. And this one's fortune. There we go. So things are kind of grouped. We have the important ones, meaning that they're useful for multiple things. And then this one up here is unbreaking. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Nice. Okay, so now I know where everybody goes. This should be a little bit easier. So now we're going to say this guy is aquafinity and knockback. So let's first get you separated into 2 boats. Don't. Where you guys? Okay, fine. You just want to talk to your friends. I understand. Your buddies. No. Why did he sparkle on his bench? Did he sparkle on his bench? What just happened? What? I don't know if he sparkled on this one or not, but he definitely sparkled on this one. And he just nodded down. He just used it. Which one of you is using this one? Okay. I'm trying not to get really frustrated. I'm trying really hard not to get really, really frustrated because that should not have happened. Okay. Let's see. Okay. You guys don't have benches now. And now you Affinity, you can come up here. Okay, so where did Aqua Affinity live? Is he over here? He's here. Okay, so you are going to be here. Okay. And then this guy, knockback. Okay, you are going up here onto the sword row somewhere. Right here. You're not going far. Okay, so you're going here. Okay, now breathe, Oda, breathe. Okay. You good? You good? Feather falling? Feather falling? Sparkle. I don't understand. It's like this guy's not getting his bench. It's not like that. That is exactly what's happening. He's not getting his bench. Okay, you don't get a bench for now. We're just... Okay, we're going to play with these guys for now. So you are going to... We're going to build a wall around you. Well, we need to make sure we can get a boat up here. Okay. Okay, let's... Okay, let's try to get a boat up here. And you are Aquafinity. This is Aquafinity. This is where you're going to go. And now I need you. I need you to see that. Okay. Stop looking at all of them. Stop looking at those guys. Stop looking anywhere else. It's just you and me and your workbench to be. Living in harmony. He's not seeing it. He's not seeing it. I don't understand this. I don't understand this game anymore. Why isn't he seeing this? Why? What's he doing? There's nothing. There's nothing for you to be trying to get to. Except this, right here. This workbench is all you need to be caring about in this. Oh, you don't even have a honey block. I don't understand what's going on. Is it time of day? You don't even care about that bed. Wow. This guy is really latched on to something else. What is he doing? I don't understand what's happening here. Well, okay, let's do this. Let's just, let's get him. Oh, I need a honey block for him before I drop him into the hole. Okay. Did this guy have a... Yeah, he did. Okay. Oh, boy. This is kind of bothering me a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, we got our honey blocks. Let's get our bottles put back away. Okay. And let's get some honey in these spaces that didn't have them. So you get one. You get one. You get one. Oh, there we go. You get one. Okay. And we should have plenty of carpet. There. 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 Okay. And there. And now here. You get a honey block, and you get a carpet, and you're getting completely walled off from all of society. Well, first you're going to get in that hole. And now we're going to just completely shut you off from the rest of humanity, the rest of mob humanity. It's just you and your workbench. You can see nothing else. Okay. And let's block you so you can't walk out that way. Now, here's a workbench for you. Can you see through the trap door? Okay. You can't see anything else. You know what? Just go wander, go wherever, whatever you're latched onto, you need to figure out is not there anymore. So you just go do your thing. Go find what it is you're looking for. So when something like this happens, like I have to believe that he is attached to something else. Something somewhere. And until I know what that thing is, I don't know how to remove it. That has to be the explanation. He has to be latched onto something. I don't know if it's a workbench or a bed or what's going on. But he's obviously attached to something, and now he's just standing here. So like if I put this down, nobody sparkles on that one as far as I'm aware. He's trying to get in the boat with this guy. Oh, he doesn't have a bench right now either. What's going on back here? You don't have one either. I keep hearing you flipping your page, so I know you are attached to your book. I just saw all of them look down at their books, so those are all attached to theirs, and I heard the sound come from over here. Here, just get in the boat with him. I'm done messing with you. Now you. I need you to attach to this. I don't understand, guys. I don't understand this at all. I've never had this much trouble with villagers before. They're literally just not even attaching to their workbenches anymore. So, you know what? Just go free. Let's see where you go. What's interesting you so much? Here, you go to. You're all free to figure out what it is you're not seeing that's missing. It's like they're just talking to each other. They're not going anywhere. They just want community. I feel like at some point they have to realize that their workbenches are missing, their beds are missing. They should all realize this at some point. Right? I feel like they should know. So now this guy's trying to come. No, he's just over here. Where are you going? Yeah, see, he's not like going toward the bed or anything. He's just. All right. See, I feel like they're not. They shouldn't. They don't. They're not acting like they're attached to anything. So they're not going to a specific spot. This might be something that I just have to deal with next episode, because it is. We are kind of at time, and I'm also getting extremely frustrated, and I know that's coming across in my voice, and I don't want to be frustrated. But not only are they being unpredictable, now they just don't seem to be working at all. I don't really understand this. Let's get one of you guys in this boat, so we can get one of you guys off. Oh, I just wanted one of you in the boat, not two of you. You. Just go. Just get in the boat. Just get in the boat so I can just separate. Just stop, guys. Come on. It's not funny anymore. Just get there. Okay. Okay. Now who are you? You're Punch 2. You belong over here. So let's do this. No one else can see this. Don't jump down in there with him. So let's do this. Let's just no one else can see over here except you two, and he has a table already. These guys can't see anything. So let me put this table right here. And watch you not even care about it. Okay, it's the time of day. They might be doing their community thing, their community gathering thing. Now what's he doing? Here, you know what? Come here. Come here. Come here. Do not hop down in there with him. See this bed? What are you doing? He didn't see this bed. He's wanting to come all the way over here. Oh my gosh. I think because these beds are in the same places that they were before. Oh, come on. Look, you have no bed. You have no bed. You don't have a bed. Come here. Okay. Oh, look, you have no bed. Come here. Oh, no bed. Come here. Come this way. Okay. There's a bed right here. Come on. Okay. Okay. Now come this way. See, there's a bed right here. It's right here. Just turn around. There you go. Seriously? Seriously? What is going on? Okay. Okay. See this bed? Do you see this bed? Maybe one of those guys saw it. Okay. Let me put all these in here. All these beds are claimed. Okay. So if he thought it was the bed, he should be aware now that he has no bed. Now I don't have a bed. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let me just sleep. Okay, and now I'm out of boats too. Oh my gosh, see the problem is all these signs already okay, because the signs keep their text, they don't stack, okay. Okay, let me just get another boat. Okay. You separate, please separate. Please separate. Just get in there, okay. Alright, we're bringing you back over here. You should be aware that you don't have a bed now. And hopefully no one else is attached to a bed. If it was the beds causing it. Because I have seen that before. If you break a bed and then you like put it back in the same spot, it's like they don't realize it's a new bed. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call this episode here. We are over time. I like to keep these around 3 hours. We are a little bit over that now, and I kind of just want to put my head in a pillow and cry for a little while because I have no idea what's going on with these guys, and I think I just need to turn off the game, chill a little bit, let these guys relax here for a week, and see if they can sort themselves out, and then we'll tackle this next week. So, bye everyone. Thanks for coming by, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.